the 40th anniversary edition catalog for American Girl. The March 2026 version, of course, but we're celebrating the 40th anniversary this year. American Girl started in 1986, my birth year, so we're celebrating 40 years. I'm not going to be 40 till November, so don't get ahead of me. Anyway, let's dive in. It feels like a thinner catalog. Some folks in my Reddit group were saying that there's 2 catalogs coming out. So if I see any other catalogs, of course, I'll bring it back here. But anywho, let's go ahead and take a dive in. Celebrating every girl every moment, blah, blah, blah. Look at our history. We know what to expect. So this is a new dress that is also coming out for both Bitty Baby and the regular 18-inch girls. And I'm sure we'll see a different photo of that soon. There's a handful of historicals here. These are the ones currently available. I like that they put the 2 on the top of my wish list next to each other, Melody and Courtney. And of course we have Samantha and her great-great-granddaughter Raquel. I didn't notice that there were bows on the ends of her sleeves. I'd still like to have both of them. I'm usually not a Joss mold person, to be honest, because they always paint the angriest eyebrows on those, but I'm just eating up her story like crazy. I would love to get Raquel and her great-great-grandmother. I'm enjoying the videos that they're putting up. I just wish they would go more into what happens to Samantha. I don't know if it's going to be in this catalog, though, but I saw on the website, and I already added it to my wish list, there's a new novel coming out for adults that goes into some of Samantha's adult life. I can't wait to read it. Summer's still hanging in there. I'm glad all of the internet hate has pretty much died down for this doll, and people are realizing that she's just a normal little girl. Last year was brutal. People were just hating on the rainbows and the pink in her hair, and it was just nonsense. Hi, Holden. Is that news? The newest AG magazine? Yep. Oh, where did the comments go? YouTube always disappears the comments too fast. But yeah, this is the newest catalog. We might be getting a second one, so be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm glad a lot of people have just grown up about summer. So this is the new version of the Jasmine doll. If you'll recall, the original version had the Sonali face mold. This one now has the Josefina mold, and this kind of divided the internet. So some people believe that she should have had the Josefina face mold all along because the nose is closest to what we see Jasmine having in the movie. And then other people preferred the Sonali mold because they felt like she looks more like a real girl in what would be Agrabah if Agrabah was a real country. Just so we have an idea of the Sonali mold, in case folks are a little confused about what I just said, let me bring out my custom. So this is my Create Your Own doll, and she has the Sonali face mold. So let's compare it to the Josefina mold. You can see, like, the nose is quite different. So that's why people were divided. Some people prefer this face. How you doing? And some people prefer this face. Honestly, I was expecting the Josefina mold all along for Jasmine. I was really surprised that the collector doll had the Sonali mold. I like them both, though. I think I like the Sonali mold because it's a little bit similar to me when I was a kid, which is why I chose it for my Create Your Own. Or rather, the entire world chose it for my Create Your Own, because that was like the universal thing I kept getting back. But on the other hand, this was the mold that I expected. So, I don't know. But this is the new Jasmine doll. And aside from a new face mold, they gave her a movie-accurate headband. So we've got that nice big blue jewel there. movie accurate earrings, regular ponytails, gold ponytails. This should be the same color as her outfit. Disney does this thing. They never did this when I was a little girl. When I was a little girl, the Jasmine doll, and I miss my doll so much. The Jasmine doll I had an outfit that looked like the one in the movie, just with gold sparkles on it. Too bad it's for one scene. Yes, her pretty purple dress is there. Too bad that's for one scene and terribly underrated. Fun fact, until the third movie came out, a lot of the merchandise sold this as her wedding outfit, but she doesn't get married in this outfit in the original movie. It was weird. The 90s was weird. But like all the modern Disney dolls, all of them from like the 2000s onward, they add like an extra band to her outfit. They add like a little butt skirt thing. I don't know why there are no Jasmine dolls anymore that have movie accurate outfits. Cause like she in the movie, she just wears like this little crop tank top thing and some pants, but the dolls always add like extra stuff. I don't know why they do it. Like it's pretty. Just I wish Disney would make movie accurate Jasmine dolls. I mean, we get it for Cinderella all the time. The plush Raja is cute. Yep, Raja is sold separately. I think he's like 20 some odd dollars on the website. But yeah, they gave her like little baby Raja. That's cute. So yeah, I do like the outfits. This is a dress. I don't remember if this was a dress. I think these were supposed to be pants, weren't they? I'll rewatch the movie later. I do like the doll, and I like the stuff they're doing. I just wish it was more movie accurate, but it is very pretty, and this was what I was initially expecting. So now that she's in the regular play line, where she should have been all along, of course, the price goes down to like $180 because the collector doll was $300 and took forever to sell out. I do not want to look at eBay prices. Moana is hanging in there, of course, also on my list, and the Jasmine doll is also on my wish list too. Moana's hanging in there. The Frozen girlies are hanging in there. You can buy their Frozen 2 outfits separately. When the next Frozen movie comes out, I wonder if American Girl's going to get any more merchandise. You know, I really wish they would do some Disney princes in this line, like give us a Kristoff doll. I think Kristoff would be really cute for this. These are the new birthstone outfits. They're retiring the ones that have been at the store for a while, and these are the new replacement outfits, and I'm seeing a lot of cute. A whole lot of cute. I think my birth month has gotten a major upgrade. I've got a gold metallic outfit now. I don't like these boots, but I like the rest of this. I think the October dress is super cute and is a nice compliment to the old birthday outfit they had a couple years ago. I really love this pearl outfit. It's very shimmery, very Y2K. This green, this emerald green is gorgeous. Oh my god, I love everything about this outfit. This August one is very cute, a little bit Clueless inspired. I still have not seen that movie. The skirt on the April one, very Y2K. I like that skirt. And this is a cute outfit too, and that's a very cute outfit. So yeah, there's a lot to love about this new collection. I thought it was her harem pants after rewatching Aladdin. I didn't realize it's actually a dress. Okay, so I was wrong on that one. So I must have been having the Mandela effect then. You're right. Thank you for correcting me. I'll still watch the movie later, but now that makes a little more sense. I'm just used to her being in pants. I think that was one of the first things I liked about her as a kid. But yeah, I love all of these outfits. This is really an upgrade. I hate to see how much these cost, but I like a lot of them. I think the pearl and the emerald are my two favorites. And maybe the amethyst one. That's really cool too. This one kind of reminds me of that Barbie Dream Besties Renee doll. This would be like a more modest version of that doll. Oh, hey, It's the Jess mold for that too. So like this would be like the American Girl version of that Dream Bestie doll. That's cute. I kind of I know people are like, "Oh no, Mattel ruins everything." I don't feel that way. I feel like it's kind of cute when you have an American Girl doll that matches a Barbie doll. I don't know, I just like it. And these are the current Truly Me's. They've really scaled back this line. There's a lot of dolls that they don't sell anymore. So this is pretty much it on the website. I'm hoping they're going to add some more. It seems like they're redoing some of the older dolls. But yeah, this is pretty much it when you go to the website. Um, so a lot of us were a little concerned. I'm just hoping that they're going to continue adding different types of dolls because this is a little bit limiting. I love this one still on my wish list. But yeah, I'm hoping for some more variety because this is still a really good line. We're getting a new cookbook this year. And the You're a Star book I was confused about, especially with it using a lot of the old Be Forever pictures. But apparently, it's a book where you buy it for a friend and then you just write about all the things you like about that friend. So that's a cute idea. They're still selling the patches, but a lot of them got discounted. So I don't think that's going to be staying around very much longer. We're getting a new horse with some pink and blue streaks. They did a video about it on Instagram where the girls are interacting with the horse. These are some new sporting outfits. A lot of people really love this one because of that pretty pastel gradient. These are the new springtime pajama sets. These are okay. I like the colors. I'm just not sold on the pattern. Same with the sleeping bag. I'm not sold on the pattern. I do love those colors, just not in that pattern. They've been doing a lot of, I don't know why they keep retiring so many of the dolls. Yeah, okay, now I can see the comments, groovy. From what I understand, they're trying to do like limited runs of each doll, sort of cycling them in and out like other fashion dolls. I think it's a cost thing, and I think just when you send the dolls to the hospital, they don't really want to keep on stock old heads forever. Like, I found out the original, excuse the phrase, Asian American Girl doll, number 4, I think it was, they don't keep her head on stock anymore. And even though you can go to the Create Your Own page and essentially make just about any doll, they no longer carry parts for, who is it? Marie Grace and Cecile and Jess and Ivy Ling. There's a couple of dolls that they don't carry those parts for anymore at the hospital, which means a lot of people are just learning how to do what I do, DIY fix-ups, which is cost effective anyway because it's like more than $55 to send a doll to the hospital anyway, so you might as well learn to repair the doll yourself. But yeah, from what I hear, they're just cycling through dolls as a cost thing. Some people don't like it because they feel like everything is being treated like fast fashion. I understand it because doll companies used to do that. That used to be pretty normal back in like the 50s, 60s, and 70s. Like even before there was a Barbie, that was pretty much the norm. So, I don't know. But I hope they add some more variety. But yeah, they did some videos about making Easter baskets, which I'm like, who can afford this kind of Easter basket? Like each piece has got to be like 80 bucks right here. And then you have like $180 for a doll. Mind blowing. That's a lot of privilege. If you get an American Girl Easter basket, I hope you appreciate that because seriously, this is more than my car payment on this one page right here. That is ridiculous. They're really pushing the AG sisters. I saw the music video and it's super age appropriate. It's super kid friendly. I would dare say it's kindergarten friendly. I really am tired of hearing the discourse about these dolls. I'm glad a lot of it's finally dying down as people are realizing how much misogyny they've internalized over the years. I think I did a post about that a few days ago. But yeah, they're really pushing this extra hard. I think if these dolls were a little bit cheaper, they might find a bigger audience. Because I do think the concept is fine. You get a doll and a pet and a mess of accessories in one box. You don't have to buy the accessories separately. I think that's a good bargain. You know, just as a parent, I look for bargains all the time. Having everything in one box, that to me is a good thing. You know, so I'm glad the discourse is starting to die off with these. Just, I think they do need to be a little bit cheaper. And then we got some bitty baby stuff. And, you know, I just now realized they barely featured this brand new dress. I said earlier in this video they would feature this dress. They have barely touched on it. Isn't that interesting? Oh, now they have the dress, so now you can see it. So the material's very Barbie, very 1980s Barbie. Like, I get a Superstar Barbie vibe off of this. The material is very pretty. I'm not sure if I would layer it like this, though. I think I would just have it be like a regular dress. Because this is just like a skirt on a skirt on a skirt. But that's the fashion. I went to Walmart yesterday, and there were 10 different adult dresses that were built exactly like that, just with muted colors. So it is following the trend. You know, I don't know how people feel about that, but that's just how fashion dolls do, I guess. So anyway, that is this specific catalog. And like I said, if there is another catalog on the way, you can be sure I'll be checking that out too. What do you folks think? Is there anything from here that you want to add to your wish list? I think probably the crown jewel has to be Jasmine. I feel like that's really the nicest looking one out of the newest stuff. But what do you think? Leave me some comments. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you soon.